Assalamu alaikum, grade 2, and a very good morning to all of you. So, how are you all doing? Great. That's very good. Okay. Yes, I'm also good. Alhamdulillah. Thank you. And welcome to your numeracy class. And I am your ma'am, Omama. Okay. So, in today's class, we will be starting with a new topic that is place value. Okay. Okay. Tell me what comes in your mind by the after you see the word place. What does place means for you? Place means position of something. Okay. If I ask you, let's say, okay, consider this. In your house, there is a place for everything, right? Let's say a dining table is placed in the dining room. Do you put your dining table in your bedroom? No. Why? Because there is a place for that. Okay. Let's say there is this the sofas, which are the sofas are placed in your similarly in your drawing room, right? Why? Because you use them for the guests, but you cannot put your sofas in your dining room or in your kitchen, right? Why? Because it's not the place for sofas. Similarly, we cook our food in our kitchen, right? We cannot cook our food in our drawing room. Why? Because there is a place for everything. Similarly, in mathematics, there are some special places for the numbers, and those places are assigned by the mathematical rules, by the mathematical laws, and we are supposed to follow all of those values, all of those positions for the numbers, right? So place values mean that place the numbers according to their values, according to their positions, which are already decided, which are already assigned. Okay. So this is our today's topic, and we will be starting with some activities, and then sorry, and then I'll explain this concept to you. Okay. Okay, answer me this question. How many planets are there in our solar system? How many planets? Okay, 9. Tell me, how many children are there in your class? Okay, 19. How many books are there in your library, school library? Okay, I know that you do not know the exact digit of that, but you can, tell me a number, any number that you think that there should be like these books. Okay, 2000. Okay, now look at these three numbers. They have different digits, right? This is a one digit number, this is a two digit number, and this is a four digit number. Is this so? Right? Okay. Now, if I ask you to add these numbers, please add these numbers. How will you add them? First, you will write the biggest number on the top, let's say 2000. Now, this is a single digit number, and you are confused about where should I put it? Over here, here, or where? You do not know, right? You do not know the exact position, you do not know how to place it. So, where will you put it? Similarly, it's a two digit number. Now, you are again confused. Should you put it on this corner, or in this corner, or in the middle? Where should you put this number? Where should you place this number? Right? So, these, in order to overcome these confusions, in order to overcome all of these troubles, mathematics has assigned some special places for the numbers, and we place the numbers according to those positions. Now, let's see what are those positions. There are positions like ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Now, this is only ones number, this is ones and tens. Now, you will put this ones on which side? You will start from the left hand side and you will put it over here. Now, it's a two digit number, so first put the ones digit over here and the tens digit over here. Now, you can add this number. Do you get it? Right? Okay, so why we are studying this topic, or what is the importance of this topic? Placing value basically helps us in placing numbers according to the value, according to the positions, according to the places which are previously assigned or designed by the mathematical rules, mathematical laws. And if we do not place numbers according to those positions, our answers would be wrong. Let's say if I put 9 over here behind the two, beneath the 2, and 19 over here, and then I'll add, my answer would be wrong, right? There is a huge difference between this answer and the other answer. So that is why we are learning this concept we're learning this topic, because if we will not place the numbers according to the positions, according to their positions, which are the correct positions, we cannot solve the mathematical problems, we cannot do the mathematical sums. Okay, so this is why we are studying not only in addition and subtraction, but there are a lot of other things where mathematical values, where this placing values is very important. And how do we place? We place numbers in the form of, we start from ones. There is this first column by the name ones, then the second comes, which is tens, then hundreds, then thousand, and then so on. Okay, and whenever we are placing number, we always start from the left hand side and then we move forward toward the right hand side. Okay, now open your book, page number 16. In your book, it explain it as, if somebody asks you a question like the questions I ask you, that how many planets we have, how many children are there in your class, you will place the numbers according to the positions, according to the places which are already assigned, which are already decided. Okay, now numbers are made up of digits, and we place the digits according to the columns, the columns that I told you, that it started from ones, then tens, then hundreds and thousand. And then each digit has a place value, right? Each digit tells us about a place which here the number is basically owning, right? Now the place value changes by the factor of 10. How? When we move from here to here, the place value changes. Let's say in this column you can just place numbers from 0 to 9, right? When we move on this, it changes from 10. Now you will place the numbers which are only in the form of tens. Then the place value changes and you can place the numbers only in the form of hundreds, then you can place only in the form of thousands. So what we are doing, we are multiplying each number with the 10, and then we are moving into the next. When we multiply 1 with 10, the answer is 10. So this column was tens. Then we multiply 10 with 10, the answer is 100, and this is hundreds column. When we multiply 100 with 10, the answer is 1000, and this is thousands column. And similarly, you will multiply the other column with 10 and you will get the next column. Okay, got it? Now there are, if I told you that the practice that we did, that if we have different digit numbers, let's say 2 digit, 3 digit, 5 digit, 4 digit, and we want to add those numbers, we want to subtract those numbers, what's the basic strategy, or what is the right way to write them one above the other? That we are supposed to write them according to these positions which are already set, so that our answer is correct. Okay, and okay, fine. So any confusion up till now? Yes or no? Okay, now in the practice exercises, we will be practicing the abacus as well. This is a very simple and the good strategy to memorize things related to ones and tens. What we do basically, while writing the numbers in the form of ones and tens, we draw the abacus and we see how many number of beads we have in each column. This column is representing ones and this is tens. Let's say we have one beads over here and two beads over here. So we will count it as how many. If I ask you how many number of tens are there, what you will say one. And how many number of ones are there? Two. So the number is 12. Got it? Similarly, if I increase it like, and if I ask you how many number of tens are there, 4, and how many number of ones are there, 3. So the answer would be 43. So this is a very simple and a very common strategy which is adopted to learn this. But when we will move toward your practice exercise, we will definitely be following this. But this is the way how we count tens and ones. However, the number of beads we have on ones, we will count and write the number. However, the number of beads we have on tens, we will count and write the number, and then we will get the answer of it. Okay. So, any confusion? Any question? Yes? All clear? Okay, very well done. Okay, so tell me, whenever we want to write the number, from which side we always start? From the left hand side. Excellent. Okay, and if we have different digit numbers and we want to add them, what is the strategy we adopt? we write their place values and then put them according to their positions. Excellent. Okay, class, so that was all for today. We just started with this topic, which is placing values, and then inshallah from next week onward we will be practicing all of the related exercise of this. So in tomorrow's class you have a small assessment of whatever we have covered in this week. Prepare yourself for the assessment, do practice each and everything at your home, and if you have any confusion you can ask me in the next class. So see you in the tomorrow's class. Take care and Allah Hafiz.